Hello, welcome to my channel. I've been meaning to make this video for a very long time and I kept pushing it away because I know these types of videos get a lot of backlash and there's a lot of different opinions. However, if you are going to leave an opinion or your opinion in the comments down below, make sure it's respectful. If there's any rude comments or any fatphobic comments or anything like that, I will be deleting the comments because I want to keep my channel a safe space for everyone. However, if your comment is constructive, then go ahead and leave your opinion. I'd love to hear your opinion. So, as you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about health at every size. What is it exactly, and does it mean that you're healthy at any size? So we'll go through that. I do want to mention that I am not a health at every size expert. I'm just going to be sharing what I learned through reading books, studies, listening to podcasts, following HAES aligned professionals on social media. And basically what I'm going to be talking about today will just be the 5 principles that are on the Association for Size Diversity and Health website. So I'll share the 5 principles and then talk about the misconceptions that people have about health at every size. And I'm going to be leaving some studies in the comments below for you, so if you're interested in reading those, you can go right ahead. So let's get started with the video. Please make sure to subscribe and to like this video if you do like it, and make sure send this video to those who think could benefit from this. The goal in making this video is I wanted to make a video that explained health at every size and the misconceptions, because I felt like I got a lot of messages about that, or when people left comments, they didn't necessarily understand what health at every size was. A lot of people have a lot of misconceptions, and I feel like this video, I'm making it so to kind of clear some stuff up. So if you want to send that to your friends or family or people that aren't sure what health at every size is, feel free to send them this video. So health at every size is founded by the Association for Size Diversity and Health, and they own the trademark. I'm actually using my laptop, so if you're wondering why I'm looking down, it's because I'm reading some stuff to make sure I get everything clear, everything good. So on their website there is 5 principles, and actually I just want to correct myself because I said they founded Health at Every Size. They didn't. It came from way before that, but they do have a website for it and they own the trademark. So they haven't founded Health at Every Size, but they own the trademark. Just wanted to correct myself. So the first principle is weight inclusivity, and I wanted to read exactly what they have on their website and then kind of give my own take on it after. So weight inclusivity, they say accept and respect the inherent diversity of body shapes and sizes and reject the idealizing or pathologizing of specific weights. So it's basically just accept that there's a wide range of body shapes and sizes, and don't put some bodies on a pedestal or disregard or treat other bodies with disrespect. So that's basically what it means. Just treat all bodies with respect. I'm going through these fairly quickly because I don't want this video to be too long. I want it to be kind of short and sweet. And if you're interested in learning more about these principles or about more of the misconceptions I'm going to talk about, I can make specific videos on each topic. Okay. So the principle 2 is called health enhancement. So on their website it says support health policies that improve and equalize access to information and services, and personal practices that improve human well-being, including attention to individual physical, economic, social, spiritual, emotional, and other needs. So it means for health professionals, treat the people who come in with the same care and respect regardless of their body shape and size, regardless of their weight, and provide them the same service and information. And as well, take into account their economic, social, spiritual, and emotional needs. So that's what Principle 2 is all about. Now, if we're gonna move on to Principle 3, it's called respectful care. So what they say is acknowledge your biases and work to end weight discrimination, weight stigma, and weight bias. Provide information and services from an understanding that socioeconomic status, race, gender, sexual orientation, age, and other identities impact weight stigma, and support environments that address these inequities. So basically, do the inner work to think about your biases and work on ending weight stigma, discrimination, and bias. Make sure you understand that socioeconomic status, gender, sexual orientation impacts weight stigma, and make sure that the environment you provide for them is a respectful, welcoming environment. And also acknowledge that the social determinants of health, like race, socioeconomic status, all these things greatly impact someone's health, way more than exercise and nutrition. We often put exercise and nutrition as like the main things to think about when we think about health, but really there are many other things that impact health that some people may not have control over. Principle 4 is eating for well-being. So they say promote flexible, individualized eating based on hunger, satiety, that was hard, satiety, nutritional needs, and pleasure rather than any externally regulated eating plan focused on weight control. So basically, eat without dieting, eat by listening to your hunger cues, your pleasure, make sure you eat in a pleasureful way. You know, eating doesn't have to be just boring, and having pleasure when you eat is always a good thing. Think about your satiety. I have a hard time with that word today. And don't rely on external cues like meal plans, diets, stuff like that. So eat in a way that feels good to you. Focus on your nutritional needs, if that's possible for you. Focus on pleasure, your hunger, all that good stuff. Now, last principle, life-enhancing movement. So they say support physical activities that allow people of all sizes and abilities and interests to engage in enjoyable movement to the degree that they choose. So it's encouraging movement that everyone has access to, and allow the person the freedom to choose if they want to do what they want to do for their physical activity. So it's all about making movement accessible to everyone, regardless of if they have disabilities, regardless of their shape and size, and so on. And that exercise doesn't have to be those like super brutal boot camps. They can if you want it to be, but they don't have to be like that. So it's just providing that kind of joyful movement, you know, and just making exercise more accessible for everyone. And just a side note, when I say joyful movement, it doesn't necessarily mean that all movements should be joyful or have to be, I mean, in the sense that like, if I don't really enjoy stretching, for example, but I know it makes me feel good and it's beneficial for me, then I might choose to do it for that reason. That's what joyful movement is. And it's not just enjoying like every single minute of every single exercise. Now that we went through the 5 principles, I want to address misconceptions. So I wrote down a few and then kind of wrote down an explanation for each. So let's go through that. So a lot of people think that health at every size means that you are healthy at any size. And I just want to point out that it's called health at every size and not healthy at every size. The health at every size advocates, same as me, we think that you can be healthy at a wide range of sizes, but it doesn't mean that everyone is healthy at every size, but they do deserve proper care without any stigma, regardless of their size. Some people also say, but there should be a point where you're too fat or too skinny and need to lose weight. So Health at Every Size practitioners recognize that there's higher risks for being in a bigger body, but most of the studies demonstrate that there is some health issues with being in a bigger body don't take into account weight stigma and weight cycling, which both have a lot of health consequences. So maybe being in a bigger body comes with health issues, but is it caused by the bigger body, or is it caused by weight cycling from going on a lot of diets and gaining and losing and gaining and losing weight? Or is it because of all the health issues that comes with weight stigma, fat phobia, all that stuff? So until the studies take into account those things and control for those variables, then we can't say for sure. And we also don't recommend weight loss because it's proven that diets don't work. 95% of people regain the weight within 5 years. So, and encourages weight cycling, weight stigma, and disordered eating. So we don't encourage intentional weight loss. So we will focus instead on healthy behaviors like eating more veggies, sleeping more, managing your stress, moving your body, and so on. Next, HAES promotes obesity and doesn't encourage others to take care of themselves. So that's another misconception. The only thing I have to say to that is that we encourage incorporating healthy habits and behaviors regardless of body size. A lot of people think that we don't encourage healthy habits, but I haven't personally seen any HAES professional mention that myself. Next, another misconception is you're not allowed to speak about weight loss with a HAES practitioner. And I'm a certified personal trainer, and I think some people assume they can't come to me to talk about weight loss. And what I have to say to that is that I don't advocate for weight loss. However, I believe in body autonomy. So I'm never gonna shame anyone for wanting to lose weight. If someone comes to me for weight loss, I won't make weight loss the main focus, but I'm not opposed to, like, if the person talks to me about weight loss, no issues with that, and I'd rather help them do it in a safe way, but I won't advocate for weight loss. And I think it's also important to take into account that for a lot of people, or for some people in bigger bodies, I should say, because they experience a lot of weight stigma, they might want to lose weight to feel safer, because living in a bigger body comes with a lot of fat phobia and weight stigma. So it would be very insensitive for me to judge these people for wanting to lose weight just in order to feel safe. So me and a lot of other HAES practitioners, we don't judge anyone who wants to lose weight at all. We just don't advocate for it. Now, last but not least, a lot of people think that HAES is not science-based. And HAES practitioners look at studies concerning weight and health, and they point out things like small sample sizes, the short follow-up times, because a lot of the studies that prove that diets work will only be for like a really short period of time, but then we know that within 5 years, 95% of the people gain the weight back. So of course, if the study time is short, then we obviously will have a different conclusion at the end. They look at the research methods, the biases, etc. So like I said earlier, not a lot of studies take into account the weight stigma and weight cycling, when they make those studies. So we can't know for sure if being in a bigger body is those health issues is because of being in a bigger body, or if it's because they didn't acknowledge for those factors when they made the study. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about that, I will leave the studies that I found down below. And also, if you're interested, I would highly recommend you read the book Health at Every Size by Linda Bacon. It explains a lot of those things, and it's such a great read, and all the studies are also linked at the back of the book to allow you to go check the studies yourself if you're interested. And then also the book Anti-Diet by Christy Harrison is also such a great read. So in conclusion, Health at Every Size acknowledges that there's a wide variety of body shapes and sizes, and that they all deserve equal medical care based on their different physical, economic, social, spiritual, emotional needs. So it's important to also take into account the social determinants of health when seeing or taking account different patients or different people, clients, so on. Health at Every Size encourages you to work through your biases and realize that weight stigma is affected by many things like socioeconomic status, race, and gender. And Health at Every Size encourages eating, moving for all bodies in a pleasurable way based on internal cues like your hunger cues, nutritional needs, all those things, and not external cues like diets. So like I said with the misconceptions, a lot of people think that Health at Every Size is just like, whatever, don't exercise, eat like whatever you want. If you want to eat fast food all day, every day, like just do it, we don't care. That's not what it means. We also have to take into account that health is not a value for everyone. It's not part of their values. And we also acknowledge that. But we do encourage everyone to eat in a way that's pleasurable for them and improves their health if they can, and to move their body in whatever way feels good in whatever way they can. And all in all, we're all about providing equal care for everyone, regardless of their body size and shape, or just care for everyone, regardless of their gender, their race, and so on. So I hope this video cleared up a few things for you. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. And I would love to make more videos like these to go deeper into certain topics or certain misconceptions and so on. So I'd love to know which ones or what topics you would like me to address in future videos. And yeah, this was actually super fun. Like I said, I was super nervous about making this video, but I hope you will receive it well and that you'll enjoy it. And I look forward to seeing you in other videos. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And you can subscribe or press that little notification bell to get a notification every time I upload. I would love to see you, say hi whenever I upload. Have a good day, guys. Bye.